Okay, so we had our introduction from yesterday with our truism and our thesis. We had our topic sentence, supporting details, and help example for paragraph 1. And then we had our topic sentence, supporting detail, and then we were about to add our help example, our help for the second paragraph. Okay. So on our bubble map for our second body paragraph, we said for trust, okay, we said you should be able to trust your friends with your problems and secrets and trust your friends to always be honest. And then we used 2 examples. We found 2 examples from The Outsiders when Dally helps Johnny and Ponyboy when they stab Bob. Okay, when he gives them money, he helps them find a place to stay. So they trusted him and they were able to tell him what they did, their problem, and he kept it to himself and helped them out. Okay, or the part where Johnny tells Dally that he's treating the girls like he's being a jerk and he's treating the girls badly at the movie theater, and he tells him off. Okay, so they're good friends, but you should be able to trust your friends that they'll always be honest with you and that you won't get mad about it. Okay, so those are 2 different examples that you can choose from. Either one of those would be fine. Okay, so let's go back to our paragraph outline. Okay, so we've got our topic sentence, which is the main idea of the paragraph right here. Another important characteristic of a true friendship is trust. Supporting details, you should be able to trust your friends with all of your problems and secrets. Friends should also always be able or be honest with each other. Okay, so then we want to tie in our example. We're going to do it very similar to how we did it up here in the first paragraph, in The Outsiders, and then explain. Okay, so I'm going to say, in The Outsiders. Okay, remember you capitalize the and Outsiders and underline it to show it's a book. When Johnny and Ponyboy need help after killing Bob, they trust Dally to help them. Okay, and then maybe explain it. I didn't leave y'all much room, but I'm going to keep going. They trust Dally to help them. Dally gives them money and a place to stay without hesitation. They are able to trust Dally with their problem. Okay, so in The Outsiders, when Johnny and Ponyboy need help after killing Bob, they trust Dally to help them. Dally gives them money and a place to stay without hesitation. They are able to trust Dally with their problems. So we're tying back into trust and how you should be able to share your problems and struggles with your friends. Okay, so we're done with paragraph 2 now. We've got topic sentence, supporting details from our bubble chart, and then our help example from our bubble chart using The Outsiders. Okay, so all we have left now is our conclusion. Now, I've heard a lot from over the years, I guess, that the hardest part of writing an essay is starting, or how to start and how to finish. Would you agree? Okay, so at the beginning, to start our essay, we use the truism. Remember, a general true statement about life that can be applied to that topic, and then we made it more specific with our thesis statement to our specific main idea of our essay. Okay, so we use the truism. True friends are hard to find. However, when found, true friends can be very rewarding. And then we put in our thesis statement, which was, my definition of a true friendship is having a friend who is loyal and trustworthy. Okay, so down at the end in the conclusion, use a different color so you can maybe see a little bit better. Okay, it says we need to restate our thesis and wrap up our essay. Okay, now when it says restate thesis, that doesn't just mean copy it word for word from the beginning. Okay, it means put the same ideas in there, but reword it a little bit. Also, wrapping up the essay, another that you could use the truism again. Again, you don't want to use the exact same words, but you can use the same ideas you had in your truism and put it at the end. Okay, so you could do something like this. You could say, so I'm going to kind of switch these. I'm going to do a wrap-up statement first and then restate my thesis second. Okay, so I'm going to do it down here. So here's my wrap-up statement. I'm going to use my truism again. I'm going to say, if you are lucky enough to find a true friendship, okay, so using that idea that true friendships are hard to find from the beginning, okay, then I'm going to tie in my thesis. So I'm just going to have one sentence. Make sure they are both loyal. Actually, it's going to be two, I think. They are both loyal and trustworthy. Okay, those are the two words we used in our thesis statement, the two things that we defined or explained in our two body paragraphs. Okay, so make sure they are both loyal and trustworthy. Then I'm going to add one more sentence that says, these are two very vital, or you could say crucial or important or ideal. Okay, lots of words available. These are two very vital characteristics of a true friendship. So tying it back to the topic, tying it back to our thesis. If you are lucky enough to find a true friendship, make sure they are both loyal and trustworthy. Honestly, I'd probably just change this to friend. If you are lucky enough to find a true friend, make sure they are both loyal and trustworthy. These are two very vital characteristics of a true friendship. Okay, and I'm done. Last two sentences there. Wrap-up statement, tying in my truism, and then restating my thesis or restating the two main ideas of my thesis. Make sense? Easy enough? Okay, so now we've done this whole outline based on our bubble map, okay? And then the next step after you've done your outline would be to go and put it on your lined paper, okay? Now, remember that in the future, I will probably not give you this outline, okay? I did today and yesterday because this is the first time we're going through this process. Okay, what I will normally probably give you in the future is the prompt, okay, like this, your blank bubble map, which you will get on test day as well, okay, and then the lined paper, okay. This, going through the bubble map and the outline today just kind of helps us understand how to put your ideas on the bubble map first and then pull those into organizing an actual essay. You can always make an outline on your own, but I probably won't give you this exact format in the future. Okay, does everybody understand how it works though? Okay, so now all you need to do is go take your ideas from your outline and your bubble map and put them on the lined paper. Okay, so remember, you can only write inside the black box. You cannot write outside of it. You can't come over here and write. You can't write down below. Okay, you have 26 lines. So if you start writing and you realize, okay, well, it looks like I'm going to be a little bit long, you might want to tweak it a little bit or start writing smaller. Okay, you will have a copy of this on test day, like as scratch paper, so you can do a rough draft to kind of see how long it's going to be. But just know it has to fit within this black box. Okay, any questions? Okay, start writing your essay right here. Start writing your first line, your truism, right here. Make sure you indent your paragraphs. Okay, so I'm going to start writing my first sentence here. True friends, da-da-da-da. Okay, write my thesis, and then I'm going to write my first paragraph, one important characteristic or whatever I said. Okay, make sure that you indent your paragraphs. Okay, don't draw the arrows, but that's just to show that you should indent each paragraph so that I know and your reader knows where your paragraphs start and end. Okay, any questions? So go ahead and start working on that now, copying your essay to your lined paper. Yes.